I bought over 445s on eBay. Now I'm going through them, cleaning each one, and looking for lost gems. And the next one is Woolly Bully by Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. I've got two copies of this one. Both look exactly the same, except one has stickers on the label, so let's use the clean one. This is Woolly Bully on one side, Ain't Gonna Move on the other side. Woolly Bully is one of those songs that everybody knows. If you're into 60s garage rock at all, you've heard Woolly Bully a million times. Or if you're into 60s music at all, you've heard Woolly Bully, because it's one of those big, exciting classics that's just full of exuberance. The other side, Ain't Gonna Move, sounds, could be good, could be anything. I bet it's pretty similar to Woolly Bully. I don't know anything about Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs except Woolly Bully. And Little Red Riding Hood, of course. So based on those two songs, I wouldn't imagine that they have a huge range of music and sounds, but maybe they will surprise me. Anyway, let's first enjoy Woolly Bully, and then we'll check out Ain't Gonna Move. Uno, dos, 1, 2, 3, 4. How can you not get up and dance to this? Ooh, that's an ugly, dirty sound. In a good way. Habba, habba, habba. Don't ask me what the words are. Two big horns. And a woolly dog. Is this song about a dog? Had a gold melon. Let me. One of those songs which everything comes together. The singing, of course, from the crazy vocalizing, but listen to the driving rhythm. Not this part, but there's your mid-60s teen dance party. I'm gonna look up the lyrics to this after I listen to this. I should try to guess what they are. Maddie told Hattie. That's the rhythm, that beat, that's why it's a hit. Here it comes. Now, what does Ain't Gonna Move sound like? Blues garage rock. The B-side is always a blues garage rock. Now, this is the Animals doing John Lee Hooker. A very close approximation. Was Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, excellent band name by the way, were they from America? Because they sound like they're from wherever the Animals were from. Not Nottingham, what's it called? Newcastle. Not a saxophone solo, but a guitar solo. Yep, that's a B-side from 1966 is my guess for Woolly Bully and this. You got a tombstone heart and a graveyard mind. Ow. Groovy. It's got to be called groovy. Not amazing, but all right. About what I suspected. Pretty good. Well, Woolly Bully is certainly one of the keepers. It's just such a classic, and it's fun to spin it on 45. Perhaps this band had albums and stuff like that, but with this song like this, who really cares? Just play the 45. This is what 45s were made for, Woolly Bully. The B-side, Ain't Gonna Move, is it's good. I mean, it's if you like that sort of Animals-like blues rock from the 60s, it's perfect. It's a perfect rendition of it. Woolly Bully is more interesting because of its crazy energy and its insane peaks and troughs and here comes, da, da, da. So let's go figure out more about Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. What kind of band were they? Who is Sam the Sham? Did they have albums and stuff? What kind of arc did their career take? Are they still around? Let's go check it out. As it turns out, Sam the Sham is the stage name of Domingo Samudio. He formed the Pharaohs in Dallas in 1961. The name was inspired by Yul Brynner's performance in the film The Ten Commandments. The Pharaohs had some different lineups, and eventually Samudio, whose nickname was Sam, started going by Sam the Sham as a joke about his lack of singing talent. Wooly Bully was recorded in late '64 and in 1965 reached number 2 in the US. And these guys took the Pharaoh thing to its limit, except for the driving around in a hearse part. There were a few albums, although by the way, Ain't Gonna Move is a non-LP B-side, and more lineup changes. Sam, either as himself or with new versions of the Pharaohs, put out several albums and singles over the years. He seems to have last recorded in the early '80s. And the Animals were from Newcastle, upon Tyne, no less. Speaking of animals, if you type in woolly bull in Google, you end up at the Wikipedia page for Highland cattle. They have 2 horns and a lot of wool hanging everywhere. As for the song Wooly Bully, it was based on an earlier R&B song called Hully Gully Now by Big Bo and the Arrows. The lyrics of Wooly Bully concern a conversation between 2 girls called Maddie and Hattie. Maddie is explaining about a monster she saw with 2 big horns and a, quote, woolly jaw. At this point in the tale, Hattie replies that, to avoid becoming pariahs of society, they should learn to dance. Maddie agrees that this is the best path forward. Maybe it's best to ignore the limited narrative and just concentrate on that hard, slamming, pounding rock and roll glory of the band. The merry old land of Newcastle. Well, Wooly Bully is certainly the record, certainly worth keeping. That's a good thing to say.